with the Dean of Sports Talk, Steve Russell.
Anything can happen. It's gonna get crazy.
The dust is now settled, and it's time to get your thoughts, feelings, and reactions.
We really gotta get started.
Give us a call at 392-TALK. That's 392-8255.
This thing feels big. It really feels good, and everybody in town's going to be on it.
Let's turn it over to your host, Steve Russell, right here on WRUF 98.1 FM, 850 AM, and anywhere in the world on the WRUF radio app.
A tough season just got tougher after tonight. Welcome into the Extra Point postgame show for Florida and Tennessee. Before we get started, I'm going to do the same thing I did last week and let everybody know what this is and give you an understanding of what we are going to do here. When you call, please talk about the game. I will be glad to debate anything you want to debate, but we are not going to tolerate nonsense, profanity, anything like that. When you call here, your phone number comes up. We have a record of your phone number. And if you decide you want to do something that should not be done, you'll be subject to getting a phone call from the University Police Department or other things. So I'm just going to let you know that right away. I don't care if you're a fan of Florida. I don't care if you're a fan of Tennessee. This show is for you. It's your forum, but it's going to be done the right way, and it's going to be done with class. So just understand that, because again, and if you call and you call and you want to have an anonymous number, you will not go on the air. It is that simple. Okay? All right. So with that, tonight the Gators held to 261 yards of offense. I mean, Tennessee, if they wanted to, could have really laid it on Florida tonight, and Josh Heupel did not. But again, a difficult loss. All right, let's get Cameron here. Cameron, hello. Cameron, you there?
Cameron?
I got you now. Go ahead.
Yeah. So just, in that first quarter, we saw 1 yard of offense from the Florida Gators. And kind of curious right now with DJ Lagway in specific. We've seen a clear lack in confidence and just kind of regression from last year. Like, what do you think is the cause of that right now?
I said this at the beginning of the year. No one knew, Cameron, how much time he missed to get reps, which he sorely needed because, he didn't have a lot of experience last year. And I think that really hurt his progress, and it's showing now. No question.
So you think it's more of a DJ thing or a coaching thing right now with him?
Maybe a little both. What was he tonight? 116 yards, whatever he threw for. His completion percentage was good. He didn't throw a pick, but
it's true.
All right. Thank you for your call, Cameron. Daryl, hello.
Hey, good evening, Steve. Steve, being a season ticket holder since '86, I don't think I can ever recall leaving a game at halftime, man. It was just so bad.
Well, you weren't the only one. I can say that.
Exactly. We were pouring out there like rats jumping off a ship tonight. But, Steve, I thought maybe we could hang in there with Tennessee. But I said, yesterday and the day before, limit their possessions. But, we just couldn't stop their high-powered offense. Their up-tempo, we didn't have an answer for it.
No, I mean, they didn't throw the ball around a lot. They did their damage on the ground. That's where they did their thing, and Florida did not have any answer for that. And look, if you're Josh Heupel, they put the ball up when they needed to, but they had down and distance all night long. Florida never did anything to really put any pressure on what they were trying to do, and then obviously put the foot off the gas in the second half because they had the game won by that point.
Right. Well, I tell you, watching FSU last night, Steve, I thought we were bad. They're just as bad as we are.
Well, that's going to be interesting next week to see, who's got the wherewithal, the will to win in what's been a bad year for both teams.
Exactly. All right, Steve, thanks a lot tonight.
Thank you, Daryl. Scott, welcome to the show.
Hey, Steve, how are you doing tonight?
All right.
It's been a long time since I've been heckled out of the swamp by a visiting fan base. But tonight was one of those nights, and it's unacceptable. You cannot have, even with an interim staff like we have tonight, you can't have your home fans be heckled out of their own stadium before halftime. I mean, I was having to, I was catching it from every angle tonight, and it was embarrassing, and it's not acceptable. And Scott Strickland owns that, and so I want to send a message to Scott Strickland to say, you better get this hire right, because I spend a lot of money on my season tickets, a lot of money. And I'm the customer that you're with these swamp improvements, this upgrade of the stadium. I'm in my prime spending years, and I am the customer that you are aiming at. And if you want me to buy your product, you better fix this football program.
All right. Thank you for your call, Scott. Appreciate it. Micah, hello.
Hi, Steve. First-time caller, long-time listener.
Long-time listener. You've been listening since you were like 6 and a half. Okay, go ahead.
Hang up and listen. Thanks.
All right. I don't know what he just said, but okay. Mike, hello. I didn't get to really understand him. Mike, hello.
Hey, Steve.
What do you got?
I just want to know why we're playing All I Want for Christmas Is You.
Okay. Dustin, hello.
Hey, Steve. How you doing today, bud?
Okay. Well, first of all, let me
want-
answer his question. I have no idea, but it is the holiday season. So, okay, go ahead, Dustin.
So I just wanted to ask, go Gators, but I wanted to ask, how about the student section with their shirts off at the half, man? This is crazy. Go Gators.
Thank you. This is okay. Great. We'll take a break. We'll come back, and then we'll see if we can talk a little football. How's that? As you listen to the Extra Point postgame show on WRUF.
Hey, did you hear where the company holiday party is going to be this year?
Oh, yeah. Spurrier's Gridiron Grill.
No, wait, I love that place. I went to their brunch last month. They have this amazing made-to-order omelet station and bottomless mimosas. It's so good.
Well, then, I guess the party's already a win.
Make your holidays a touchdown at Spurrier's Gridiron Grill. Enjoy brunch every Saturday and Sunday, 11 to 3. And there's still time to book your holiday party. Visit spurriers.com for more.
At the UPS Store, we get it. Being a small biz owner requires grit and hustle, but you don't have to do it alone. We've got your back. You put your heart and soul into your biz, we put ours into packing and shipping. While you're keeping track of your custom-made orders, our mailboxes are keeping your packages safe. Because we're here to help you be unstoppable with shredding, printing, notary, and more. Most locations are independently owned. Product, services, pricing, and hours of operation may vary. See Center for details. The UPS Store. Be unstoppable. Come into your local store today.
Get ready.
Give yourselves a hand.
Welcome to Rockville 2026 is crashing into Daytona. WRUF is sending you to experience 4 days of nonstop music and mayhem with a 4-day general admission pass. Tune in Monday through Friday from noon until 6 p.m. and listen for the Welcome to Rockville Artist of the Week. Maybe it's My Chemical Romance. Could be Buck Cherry. How about The Offspring? Maybe it's Stained or Rise Against. Download the WRUF mobile app for the inside info on when we play the Welcome to Rockville Artist. When you hear it, be caller number 9. And you could be heading to Daytona's loudest weekend. Welcome to Rockville from WRUF 98.1 FM, 850 AM, where Gator Nation rocks.
We want to thank you guys for coming out to the Rock Show.
From now until December 31st, you might start seeing double. Because with the Visa Platinum Rewards Card from Radiant Credit Union, you'll earn double points on every purchase. Double the coffee runs, double the holiday shopping rewards, double the fun. Just swipe, earn, repeat, and watch those points pile up twice as fast. So when you're ready, apply at radiantcu.org or visit your local branch. Double the points with your Visa Platinum Rewards Card from Radiant Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA Equal Opportunity Lender.
You're listening to The Extra Point with Steve Russell, presented by Spurrier's Gridiron Grill on WRUF, 98.1 FM, 850 AM, and anywhere in the world on the WRUF mobile app.
Indeed, we are presented by Spurrier's Gridiron Grill. Tough loss for the Gators tonight, but in all kinds of weather, Gators try to stick together. So head to Spurrier's Gridiron Grill in Celebration Point tomorrow for some delicious brunch, bottomless mimosas, a made-to-order omelet station, shrimp and grits, shredded short rib, and much, much more. You'll love Jerry's seasonal sangria, too. Brunch at Spurrier's Gridiron Grill has become a Gator tradition. Tomorrow, every Saturday and Sunday, 11 till 3 at Spurrier's Gridiron Grill in Celebration Point. All right, let's get back to your calls. Scott, hello.
Hey, Steve. How you doing?
Good, sir.
First of all, I really enjoy listening to your show every week after these games, and I wanted to thank you for that.
Thank you.
But I'm 72 years old, 75 graduate, and I've been a fan since the early 60s. I don't think I've ever been more discouraged than I am right now. Even the 79
0-10-1, yeah.
Didn't get to me as much as this did.
Why is that? Why is that? Can I ask?
I just don't feel like there's any hope, and I hope, I want there to be hope, but I don't feel like there is. And for me personally, I don't think we're going to get Lane Kiffin, and if we get another marginal coach, and we got to go through 4 more years of trusting in the process. I'm running out of years, buddy.
I'm not laughing, but I am. No, I hear you. I mean, look, this is not an easy thing. Every fan base goes through this. I always say this. I don't care if you're Alabama, Notre Dame, whoever you are. I'm a history guy. It's been like this sometimes. It's just how long you're like this. And Florida's not been good really good since Urban Meyer left.
And I gave up my season tickets 5 years ago, but I've tailgated with students. I've tailgated with Bull Gators. I've tailgated with people that consider it a football team and not a school. I've tailgated with all kinds of people, and I've always told younger people, live through the bad times, enjoy the good times, and it'll all work out. But for some reason, I just feel down right now.
Well, let's hope it gets better. I appreciate your call, Scott. Thank you. Let's get Greg here. Hi, Greg.
Hey, Steve, after last week, I figured I'd give you a call to keep those jerks off air. Steve, you know me, man. I grew up here, and I was kind of to echo what that other caller was saying, Steve. I mean, you remember the late 80s. Doesn't it feel like that to you, Steve, or does it feel worse? I mean, this interim coach, Gary Darnell, and now with what we got going on, was it worse in the late 80s? Am I just getting old and losing my memory, or was this worse, in your opinion?
Oh, I think this is worse. There was a reason for that, remember? Because it was probation.
Yeah, probation.
Right? So, and even though there was probation, Florida never got below 500. Even in that time, they never went below 500. So this is worse because
it's been 15 years now.
Yeah.
15 years of this, and just to echo that other caller, it just does seem like it's just going down. And they're talking about renovating the swamp and stuff. They're not going to sell it out with this kind of product. And just love your show, Steve. Love listening to it after the game. Safe travels for everybody going home, and go Gators.
Greg, thank you. Another Cameron, hello.
Hey, Steve. I've been a Gator fan since I was about 11 years old, so 2011. First question is, how did you feel tonight went? What were your emotions watching the game tonight?
I'm kind of analytical because I'm not looking at the game as a fan, Cameron. I'm looking at the game as a journalist, and so I look at it that way. What surprised me, though, and I think you're going to hear Billy Gonzalez here talk about it, that they did not, in the second half, really try to win the game. They just kept running the ball, and I didn't understand that. I just didn't understand that, but we'll see what Billy Gonzalez says.
Yeah, I completely agree with that, Steve. I felt like we kind of gave up there, man. I was at the game hoping for try and come back, try and fight, in all kinds of weather, and I didn't see that tonight. Kind of upset me a little bit.
All right.
The first game I've been to in the swamp where I didn't see it in all kinds of weather, so I appreciate you, Steve.
Thank you, Cameron. Appreciate your call. Hi, Stuart. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, Steve. Thanks for taking my call. I have a question for you. Did you, with the change of leadership to Billy Gonzalez, the play calling still seems like it's Napier's play calling. So my question is, wouldn't you think these coaches would want to elevate to see what they got or try something new? No trick plays, no late on the line. What's your thoughts?
Well, I'm glad you brought that up because I was going to bring this up. A lot of people blamed Billy Napier for the offense. It's the same offense, blah, blah, blah. Well, it's worse. It's worse now. And again, that's not knocking Billy Gonzalez. They're doing the best they can do, but now there are different play callers. And so, again, it's not as good. So I'm not quite sure if they don't trust DJ Lagway. At least Ball's getting the football, which he should, which is a positive. But, he threw for 115 yards, whatever it was tonight. You're not going to win many games with 281 yards of offense. You're just not.
My last question, then I'll let you go.
Sure.
It's 4th and 1, and we're on our side of the 50. Why would you run up the middle instead of sweeping to the outside or do something just to surprise the team? And we didn't do it against Georgia. We weren't successful against Georgia, Ole Miss. I mean, we can't run up the middle on 4th and 1. Wouldn't you want to just try something different?
I think the problem with that is if your offensive line isn't that good, and I think Florida's right now is pretty average, running horizontally probably isn't the answer. But I get it. I understand the point. But, if you're running horizontally and your offensive line's not pushing people off the ball, that's not going to work either.
Actually, I have one more question for you. One more, and I promise I'll leave after this. What do you think the next coach being Dabo Sweeney or the Georgia defensive coordinator? And I'll hang up and listen.
Okay, thank you. None of the above would be my answer. Ronnie, hello.
Yes, sir. Hey, Mr. Steve. How are you?
Good, sir.
I just want to say how much I appreciate you and I love your show. I wanted to say that I've heard rumors about these other coaches like I've even heard rumors about Urban Meyer coming back, and I just don't know about that. But what was your thoughts about if we do have another good coach come in? Do you think we have another good quarterback that could replace DJ Lagway?
Here's the thing. I don't know if DJ Lagway is damaged goods now.
Yes, sir.
Or does he get somebody else that can come in here and make him work, make him whole? If you see where I'm going, right?
Yes, sir.
I'm not saying that every 5-star recruit pans out because they sure as heck don't. Okay.
Right.
But when he was in high school, he was wanted by everybody. It isn't like this was some ham and egger that walked onto campus here. So I think the hope would be, if he decides to stay here, that the next coach can either A, rehabilitate him, or B, get somebody in here that's going to be a real challenger to him to be the starting quarterback.
Well, you said yes, sir, and you said something a couple callers ago that I've said for a long time. You said the Gators haven't done anything since Urban Meyer. I've told people so many times, I said, other than going to a couple great bowl games, we haven't done nothing since Urban Meyer left. You were so spot on with that. And I just heard about Lane Kiffin coming, and I just don't know. But anyway, thank you so much, Mr. Steve.
All right, Ronnie, thank you. Lou, welcome to the show. Lou, go ahead.
Hey, Steve.
Yes, sir.
Quick question for you. Assuming Lane is out of the picture, who would you like to see in a headset on the sideline next year? I'll hang up. God bless you. Also, I'm dead inside.
All right, thank you, Lou. If I had a nickel for every time I've been asked that question, I could buy a castle. There's a couple of guys I like. I like Lincoln Riley. Now, they got beat by Oregon today, and USC, isn't great, but I think in the right circumstance, I just think Florida needs to hire an offensive-minded coach, and he is that. I like Jeff Brom at Louisville. When they were 7-3, their 3 losses were by combined, I think, 8 points. So they could, with a break here or there, could have been a real factor in the ACC. Those are 2 guys that come to mind, top of my head. Dave, welcome to the show.
Hey, Steve, how you doing?
Okay.
Before I get to my point, question, do you have any idea the last time the Gators trailed by 31 points at halftime at home?
No, I do not. And I didn't have a record book in the stadium with me to find that out. And I thought maybe they might say something on the PA, but the home PA doesn't do that. They don't give negative statistics. So, no. But that thought crossed my mind because I don't remember.
I think Billy Gonzalez is a good guy, but he's really not doing a good job as the interim head coach. And I think it's kind of an indictment on Napier's staff that there really was nobody to give the interim job to because the staff is really a bunch of former Billy sycophants or people who've worked with him on past stops. And, the attention to detail that we didn't see when Billy was coaching has carried over with Gonzalez. I mean, tonight, I don't know if you remember the situation. We came out of a timeout, and we had to call a timeout coming out of a timeout because we couldn't get a play call in. And, the kickoff landing on the 2-yard line because our kick return guy doesn't know the rule. And that kind of stuff has been going on during the entire Napier era, and it's continuing. And I think Gonzalez is a nice guy, but he's a grinder. He's not really qualified to be a head coach. And as I said, there just wasn't anybody on the staff to lead the team. And I wanted to see if you felt the same way.
Well, I mean, Billy was a choice because, he coached here when Urban Meyer coached here. He's been a long-time position coach. And I think that's one of the reasons why he was chosen, because he has been in the profession a long time and he has been on very successful teams a la Urban Meyer. But, when you're the head guy, you still have to have people calling plays. You still have to have guys calling defensive plays, all of that. You just assume, the head coaching mantle, and then you also coach your group, which is wide receivers. So I get why he was chosen, but this is still, there's nothing different about what we have seen. In fact, it's probably regressed offensively. And again, for all those people who blame Billy Napier for his play calling, right? Well, we have new play callers. Hadn't made much difference.
And I'm going to say one last thing that I think I've said to you before. The disappointment in Lagway's lack of leadership, his lack of energy, his lack of fire. I mean, just watching him jog on, jog off, sit down. I know you've said in the past that it's easy to say a guy doesn't have fire when things are you're losing, but I still think a quarterback has to show some leadership, show some energy. And if you're watching the game, I don't know if you're at the game or you're watching the TV feed.
I was there.
But he's just kind of moping around, and he's really not acting like a quarterback should act. And that goes beyond his play and just being disappointed in the way he's comporting himself as a leader of this team, which I don't think he's shown that he can be.
All right.
But I appreciate your time, Steve.
Yep.
Have a good night.
Thank you, Dave. We'll take a break. We'll come back, and Rick and Catherine will get to you on the Extra Point postgame show on WRUF.
Hey, did you hear where the company holiday party is going to be this year?
Oh, yeah. Spurrier's Gridiron Grill.
No, wait, I love that place. I went to their brunch last month. They have this amazing made-to-order omelet station and bottomless mimosas. It's so good.
Well, then, I guess the party's already a win.
Make your holidays a touchdown at Spurrier's Gridiron Grill. Enjoy brunch every Saturday and Sunday, 11 to 3. And there's still time to book your holiday party. Visit Spurriers.com for more.
Yeah.
Hey Gator fans, the Florida Department of Corrections wants you on our winning team. You could earn a starting salary of $22 per hour plus up to a $6,000 hiring bonus at many locations statewide. As a correctional officer, you can start a stable career in a controlled, team-oriented environment. No experience is required, and training is provided. Kickstart your career today and make a positive impact on your community. Visit FLDOCjobs.com to apply today. That's FLDOCjobs.com.
Attention Gator students, alumni, and fans. You need to get out to Rally House Gainesville. Rally House is new in town and located just blocks away from Ben Hill Griffin Stadium near the intersection of Buckman Drive and West University Ave. The only way to describe their product selection is outrageous. Jerseys, hats, tees, sunglasses, tumblers, and so much more are waiting for you at Rally House. Rally House Gainesville, 1680 West University Avenue, your one-stop shop for all your Gator gear.
Sean Kelly here, Bud Light man and Gators fan. Buddy of mine has been working on a bad habit lately by using the old swear jar. Every time he slips, another coin in the jar. Watching football lately, though, has made this effort, well, a bit more difficult. I suggested he put his resources to better use and stock up on ice-cold Bud Light for Florida's game versus Tennessee this week. 4 simple ingredients make Bud Light easy to drink, easy to game day. Here's to you, my fellow fans. Go Gators. Bud Light beer. Enjoy responsibly.
There's a new place to gather under the oaks. The Whistling Duck at Candler Hills Golf Club. Enjoy Southern-inspired cuisine, craft cocktails, and the kind of hospitality that makes you feel right at home. From our signature burger to our wood-fired mushroom and grits, every bite made with care and a little Ocala flavor. The Whistling Duck, a Southern American tavern that's full of flavor, laughter, and good company. Visit us online at whistlingduckocala.com.
Thanksgiving is coming and Miapa has your meal ready. Give your kitchen the night off and order a holiday dinner from Miapa for your family gathering, holiday party, or corporate event. Miapa's got your entire meal covered, from the roasted turkey or pernil ham to your favorite Miapa sides, like rice and beans, Cuban bread, and of course, sweet plantains. All starting at $109.99. With 6 convenient locations, no one caters better than Miapa. Don't let cooking get in the way of a great meal. Get your Thanksgiving dinner at Miapa Latin Cafe.
It's The Extra Point with Steve Russell. Presented by Spurrier's Gridiron Grill on WRUF, 98.1 FM, 850 AM, and anywhere in the world on the WRUF mobile app.
What has to give on that side of the football to get some points on the board?
Continue to give Ball the ball, let him run the ball, continue between him and DJ without the throwing the ball down the field, with our RPOs, direct runs for the quarterback or the tailback, and continue to push the ball vertical.
Push in.
I don't know how you push the ball vertical and run the ball at the same time, unless he's saying we have to do both, but they didn't do both, obviously. Welcome back to The Extra Point. And again, we are presented by Spurrier's Gridiron Grill after this tough loss. Tomorrow, fellow Gator fans can wash the taste of this loss out of your mouth with brunch, and it's good at Spurrier's Gridiron Grill. Bottomless mimosas, made-to-order omelet station, shrimp and grits, so much more. Don't forget Jerry's seasonal sangria as well. Brunch tomorrow at Spurrier's Gridiron Grill has become a Gator tradition. Tomorrow, every Saturday and Sunday, 11 to 3 at Spurrier's Gridiron Grill, located in Celebration Point. Catherine is first. Catherine, hello.
Hello, Steve. So good to hear your voice. Hey, what about Will Stein from Oregon?
Will Stein. I'm not familiar with Will Stein.
Well, he was the one who brought along Gabriel as well, Dylan Gabriel as well as Nick.
Now I see what you're saying. Okay. I would say Gator Nation is not going to be happy unless it's Dan Lanning. I don't think Gator Nation wants a coordinator, right? Because most people don't know who he is, and most people don't know who a coordinator of Team X is. So if you're looking for the next coach, and I announce Will Stein, number one, people are going to go, who? And I think, and again, I'm not disrespecting him, you understand, but I know. I just think that's where we are here. I think this has got to be a splash, home run, name that somebody knows, offensive coach.
Well, I agree with you, but I think Lanning came into Oregon and has done wonderful things. So
You bet.
maybe we give somebody else a try. Just a thought.
Okay, thank you for your thought. Appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, look, Kirby Smart and Dan Lanning had not been head coach. They worked out. So, I mean, sometimes coordinators can go up and do great things. Rick, welcome to the show.
Yeah, I just had a question. Seems to me like a pretty obvious play. Lane Quick playing the kid with Random last week where they stack. They put a big guy in the backfield, and they run behind the big guy, and they get that 1 yard. Why can't we do that? We don't ever do that. I don't understand. And I love my Gators, and they never quit.
And you're asking, running behind, I lost you a little bit. Can you repeat that?
It seemed like to me like they put a formation in where they have a large human being.
Oh, okay. Okay, like a refrigerator Perry guy.
Do that.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know a lot of teams that do. And I would also think if your offensive line's any good, you don't – I mean, nobody uses a fullback anymore, right? That position's gone the way of the dinosaur. And what do? Here's the other thing. If it's 3rd and 1, shotgun, right? Shotgun. Go under center, right? Maybe quarterback sneak it. So I hear what you're saying, though. All right.
I appreciate it.
Thank you, Rick. By the way, Florida State is a 4:30 kickoff on Saturday. That's been now announced. 4:30 on ESPN2 for television. 4:30 kickoff. Jim, welcome to the show.
Hey, Steve. I appreciate you taking my call.
Yes, sir.
I love your show, and I Googled about when was the last time the Gators had a
Oh, good. Okay. When is it?
At halftime, and it was Google says it's against Missouri in 2014. We were down 42-0 at the half.
Oh, okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah, I was looking some other stuff up. Like, yeah, it's a bad season for sure for the Gators. The last time we had only 3 wins was over 70 years ago, like 1953. We were 3-5-2 for the year. So yeah, it's an all-time low. But you know what? We can all look to. There's only one way to go, and that's up, right? We're going to get a new head coach.
Let's hope so.
We'll do better.
Let's hope so, Jim.
So,
yeah.
Thank you, Steve.
Okay, Jim. Thank you for your call. Yeah. Oh boy. Todd says, I'm sorry. This is David in Valdosta. I'm not sure if he's being tongue-in-cheek here. UF dominated the second half and put belt to butt on Tennessee with a big 11-0 shutout. The old Alabama man of the SEC office, Mark Womack, went out retiring and hating on Florida with a stupid 8-year template to give UF such unbelievable opponents as a going-away present the last 2 years. David, do you really think he sat there and said, I'm on my way out. I'd like to stick it to Florida? Just for grins. David, come on. The way the schedule is, if Florida were better, the schedule wouldn't be as tough. That's just how this is, okay? But he says, nice SEC scheduling. Tennessee played us late in November for the first time since 2001. ESPN made sure it was a night game as well. Okay, so win the game. So now you can't win at night? We only win on it when the sun shines out. When the lights are on, can't win. And they gave Tennessee a week off and a non-conference passing at home last week. 3 weeks to game plan. UF had to play 2 conference away games in Kentucky and Ole Miss. That's called scheduling. And again, what did we talk about at the beginning of the year? How difficult the Florida schedule was. Okay? Do we have one more break, or are we? Yeah? Okay. Let's do another break. We'll come back. If you have a call, we'll wrap it up as you listen to the Extra Point post-game show on WRUF.
Gator Country, we're all excited about our teams on the field, but you also need to be excited to experience the new sports merchandise retailer, Rally House. Located just blocks away from the swamp, near the intersection of Buckman Drive and West University Ave, Rally House has all you need to get geared up for game day. Get a fresh fit from our new friends at Rally House. Your city, your house, Rally House.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the story of Dime Patrol. The RC Hill Mitsubishi Ocala Dime Patrol.
Sir, are you aware that it's a crime to pay more than a dime? Now, I told you fellers before, they gots to pay up. Not in Ocala. RC Hill Mitsubishi Ocala. Right, RC?
Correct. All you need is one dime down. Acres of vehicles for under 20 grand.
New ones?
Yes, and you get a lifetime warranty. We work with all types of credit. We have banks and local credit unions to get you the best rates.
On new and the best pre-owned. Well, I reckon it's a crime to pay more than a dime. Even new Outlander SUVs with 0% financing for 60 months.
One dime down. Now at RC Hill Mitsubishi in Ocala on 441 South Pine Avenue. RCHillOcala.com.
RCHillOcala.com.
Dime down, $535 a month, 72 months at 6% APR, plus tax tag title to qualified buyers.
The defending national champion Florida Gators are tipping off another great season. Would you like a championship entertainment experience in your home? The pros at Electronics World can connect you with Sony, LG, Samsung, Yamaha, Martin Logan, Marantz, Bowers & Wilkins, Sonos, Monitor Audio, and more. So you can immerse yourself in every slam dunk and three-pointer. From concept to design and installation, count on EW for the assist with your home entertainment. Electronics World in Gainesville or online at electronicsworld.net.
Hey Gator fans, the Florida Department of Corrections wants you on our winning team. You could earn a starting salary of $22 per hour plus up to a $6,000 hiring bonus at many locations statewide. As a correctional officer, you can start a stable career in a controlled, team-oriented environment. No experience is required, and training is provided. Kickstart your career today and make a positive impact on your community. Visit FLDOCjobs.com to apply today. That's FLDOCjobs.com.
We don't know who the next coach of the Florida Gators will be, but I know where you can get stocked up on all your orange and blue gear. Rally House Gainesville. Located at the intersection of Buckman Drive and West University Avenue, Rally House is your one-stop shop for all your officially licensed Gator gear. Jerseys, hats, t-shirts, and more. You want it? Rally House has it. The most popular gear from brands you'll love. 1680 West University Avenue. Your city, your house, Rally House.
You're listening to The Extra Point with Steve Russell. Presented by Spurrier's Gridiron Grill on WRUF. 98.1 FM, 850 AM, and anywhere in the world on the WRUF mobile app.
Tennessee flashing blitz. Lagway's going to make a change here at the line and shift Baugh into the pistol behind him. Slaughter, right hand on the football at the Gators 1 on the left hash. And now Lagway has to call timeout.
Just take a delay. Timeout. You're going to get penalized, what, about 4 inches?
Yeah, half the distance.
Yeah, when the ball's down here inside the 5-yard line, you need to go on hard counts, Sean, because if we jump.
Or they jump.
Well, if they jump, we get 5 yards. We're going to be penalized a couple of inches.
Spot on. Spot on. I mean, Shaner's spot on. If you take the girth of this season and you put it on a slab, it just, all those things like that go to the ceiling. That's one of the reasons why Florida's where it is. All right, we're taking last calls here for the Extra Point tonight. And again, a quick reminder, Gator Volleyball beat Alabama in the SEC tournament 3-0. They'll play 4-seed Tennessee 2:30 tomorrow. So we wish them well. But again, it's one of those things where you just and I'm also hoping this. I'm going to recite some things here because I looked over this and it was just stunning to me, the numbers here. This is where Florida has gone to. And for all of you who wanted to blame Billy Napier for the offensive woes, I get it. Stubborn play caller. You shouldn't be the play caller. I get it. 281 yards of total offense tonight. That's it. Just 281. And Tennessee did not come in as a particularly good defensive team. Matter of fact, there were a lot of questions about Tennessee defensively. So it's baffling. Baugh did his job, but Florida's offensive line, and I'm not at the beginning of the year, it was judged to be a plus unit. It has not turned out to be a plus unit. It just is not. And, you know, when you don't run a lot of plays, again, they had 452 yards of offense, and they shut it down. It could have been a lot worse. I mean, in the second half, they just cruised. They just put it on cruise control, and because they knew they had the game won. The game was won at that point. So, again, 248 yards rushing for Tennessee. 248 yards on the ground. Aguilar was okay, but he didn't have to be more than okay because they ran the snot out of the football. 5 yards a pop. That's just not, winning football. Any way you slice this, it's not. I mean, just go down the list of just about everything you want. I don't know what the record is. Guess how many offensive plays Florida ran tonight? Okay? They ran 47 plays. That's it. 47 plays, if I'm reading this right. So think about that. That's crazy. Middle schools run that sometimes. So all of that, where it's at, not particularly good. All right, we're going to get a quick call here. It's got to be about a minute or so. Let them know that. And then we'll say goodnight before we wrap up this game and next week, FSU. Okay. All right. Andrew, go ahead. You got 1 minute.
Hey, Steve. I know you were talking earlier about the offense looking the same. I guess my question was, through all the games you watch in the Billy area, did you see anything dynamic about this offense ever?
There were a couple of, dynamic. I guess it depends on your definition of dynamic. But no, I mean, in terms of, wow, and look at that offense. No.
All right.
No, not that kind of offense at all.
Yeah, like you said, once they got tape on DJ, it just looked very bland, predictable, and not entertaining.
Yep, and it's gotten worse.
Yeah. Thanks for your time.
Okay, thank you. Well, we'll see what happens next week. And again, it is a 4:30 kick, Florida and Florida State to wrap up the season. Florida State is playing for bowl eligibility next week. Florida's playing for pride and to knock the semis out of going to a bowl game. And who knows about Mike Norvell's future as well with Florida State after being beaten by NC State yesterday. So we will see what happens in Florida's final game of the year. Urban Meyer coming back to town. The announcement made he's going to be into the Ring of Honor. He deserves to be there. He's qualified for it. He finally gets to go in next year. That is our extra point. Allie and the gang, thank you for taking the calls and making sure everything is right. We will talk to you on Monday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'm Steve Russell. So long, everybody.